So what you're going to do when the sun shines out like this, you want to go away and go on a nice escape to the countryside. So why don't we have a look at a Swift Escape 622. It's a 2-berth with 2 belted seat belts, and the 622 means it's 6.22 metres in length. It's 3,300 kilograms in weight, so you don't have to have a C1 licence to drive it. You can just drive it on a normal licence. So let's start off with the cab. It's on a Fiat Ducato chassis. It's a 2.3, so that means it's a cam belt and not a chain. So don't forget, with the cam belts, they should be changed every 5 years. Don't go off mileage, just tend to go off years really. It's 6-speed. Also, we do have electric windows with the electric mirrors. We have got our blown air, also followed by air conditioning. We do have a media pack, and also we do have a reversing camera as well. So there's the cab. Let's move on. So it's 2.31 metres wide and just under 3 metres high. Now, I really do like the new cabs. I don't think I've mentioned it before in the other videos, but I like this new cab. It's just, I like the headlights with it and just everything about the Fiat and the Peugeot cab. So come on, follow me. So let's make our way down the outside. On the driver's side, first thing we've got is our cassette toilet for emptying. Don't forget, any resistance whatsoever, go inside, because you haven't closed the toilet inside. Now just underneath here, I'll just show you, this is our waste drain offs. Can you just see the waste tank there? And then if you follow along, what we've got a little windy thing, and then which we put in, and then that drops our waste tank down, well, our waste tap drain off. The waste tank holds around about 68 litres, so everything down the plug hole will go into your waste. I'll just pull that out and we'll move on. So next of all we're coming along is our gas. Now what looks like's happened in the past is we have had a gasset system on here, but it's been taken off. So now what we've got is we've got the standard propane 6 kilogram bottles. So we'll just switch that on. And then as you can see, we have our regulator. So if you do want to isolate the gas from the van, you can just turn the yellow lever there. That's isolated. That's open. So coming towards the end of the van, what we do have, we have our leisure battery. And then we have got an area here for the hookup. So we'll put the hookup into the Swift. And now what we've done is we've got the gas on, and we've also got 230 coming into the van, and here's our flue for our heating and hot water system. So just like the flue at home for your central heating, same type of principle. So we'll move on around, and then what we have here then is we have a bike rack, and then just above, like I showed you inside, there's our reversing camera. And what we'll do, while we're at the back, we'll have a quick look at the roof. So as you can see on the roof, we have a couple of skylights, and there's our TV aerial there. And then we do have a flexible solar panel that's been fitted on top of the Swift. So there you go, there's the roof. So we're moving on to the passenger side, habitation side. So water filler for filling up the freshwater tank. Freshwater tank holds roughly 100 litres, so there's ample there for you. And then what we have here is basically we have a storage hatch, so we're assuming there's going to be a bench seat above. So rather than having to get the seats up inside, you can just come outside and get access from underneath the bench. We're guessing the fridge is going to be here. We do have our diesel. And then another thing as well, if we open the passenger side, see the little lever here, that's for opening up the bonnet for the engine. So we've done everything that we need to do. Water on, gas on, electric on. Let's go set the Swift up and let's go inside. Oh, it's too nice to be inside, to be honest, but right, so let's make a start. We'll start on the control panel first. So if you can see the control panel, we'll switch that on, that's the power. Now, as you can see with that light there, that's saying we're using the leisure battery. If I press that, we're now using vehicle battery, and I'm going to move over to leisure. On the light there, it's saying we've got 230 coming into the van, so we do have a hookup in. This top one is our awning light for outside, and then basically view levels, it's telling us our waste level, it's telling our fresh water level, telling our leisure battery level, telling our vehicle leisure battery level, vehicle battery level, sorry. And now we'll switch the cabin lights on. We have got a frost protect, which is probably a little heated inside the fresh water tank, and that's for our water tank, water pump, which we'll do that one in a minute. Let's have a quick look at the van and then get it all set up. So as you can see at the back, it's a U-shaped lounge, really popular for people just getting into motorhoming, and also generally find people who've had caravans are moving on to motorhomes. You've got good windows for nosing through and looking out to see what everybody else is doing, or watching the caravanners set their caravan up. So good area. And then, as you can guess, this area here will make into a bed. So dead simple, we pull that out, and as you see, that makes up the bed, and then we just move everything over. What you do though, when you are making this into a bed, you do tend to use this side for your bed. So that's one of the easiest beds I've made up. So we'll just put that back. And all we do then, we pull the slats back. I didn't push this side up here. And there we go. And we have a little lever there, just stop it from sliding out. So while we're at the back, plenty of storage all the way around. As you can see, plenty of cupboards. And then we do have a nice skylight at the back, letting air in, which we can open up, or letting light in. And we do have blinds and fly screen. And then we do have our windows all the way around. Standard type of windows, which we can open up. And we can just put the... And there we go, that keeps them open. With fly screen and blinds. So, moving to the middle of the van now, what we've got a microwave, built-in microwave. We have a 3-burner hob, and then we do have a grill and an oven, and then our sink area here with our 3-way fridge. And then let's just have a look inside the washroom of the Swift. And it's a combined washroom with a toilet, with a cupboard up there, and then we've also got our sink, and then we do have a shower area as well. So it is combined. It's going to be a combined one because obviously the size of the van, with it being just over 6 metres. So we put some water in. Let's just prime her up. So we'll put the pump on and prime everything up. So basically what we've done, normally takes 2 minutes, but I've already done it. We fill the fresh water tank up, so we switch the water pump on, which then is going to send water into the hot water tank, which is usually a 10 litre one or a 15 litre one, but let's have a look at it actually. So we pull this out here. There we go. There's our Truman water heater. So we were priming that up. Don't know if you can see just down here. Now it might be hard to see, we do have our yellow lever there for our water heater. So you see how it's down. If I lift that up, that's dumping the water out. Now it's closed again. Because we've released some water, basically the pump's automatically kicking in because it's working off pressure and refilling up. And just down here, again, just let me show you. Can you just see the water pump there? So we primed all the tank up. Let's just put that back in. That enables us now to use all the water out the taps, also to put our hot water on as well, so we can get some hot water. So we've primed everywhere up now, got the water coming through. I'll just show you as we're coming along. There we go. There's our hobs. So again, if you've not swapped the gas bottle over, you're going to have air in the pipes. Just put the hobs on, and that brings the gas through the system. And then while we're going towards the water heater is our Dometic fridge. Right, so let's switch the Dometic on. It's an automatic finder, but because we used the gas last, that's what it's finding. Did you hear that? That's just lit. And then if you want to swap it over, just press once. Now we're on electric. And we've also got leisure battery. Now that's faulting out. The reason being is because we haven't got the engine on, and that only works when the engine's running, so it's charging, the alternator's charging the battery up. So we'll move over to electric, because we don't really want to waste our gas, to be honest, because we're on a campsite, we've got the hookup in. Obviously when we're wild camping, then we are going to use the gas side, because we haven't got 230 coming into the van. So let's make our way now to the Truman System. Nice and simple. We've got a flashing light there with a temperature. That's the temperature inside the van. So if we switch that on, we can adjust it right the way up to 30 and then right the way back down to off. If we want to put our water on, we can have it on 40 or 60, or we can even boost it. Again, off. This one now is telling us what we want to use, whether we want to use the gas, a mixture of gas and 1 kilowatt of electric, a mixture of 2 kilowatts of electric and gas. Now that's electric 1 kilowatt on its own, electric 2 kilowatts on its own. Because I've switched everything off, nothing will come on. And then at the end, that's our blown air. Now you see how it's switched off. We can again adjust it. And what happens is then when we've got the heating in the van, it's going to distribute air through the various vents. As you can see, we've got a vent there and a vent there. And then it gives us a perfect opportunity to show you the bathroom. We do have another vent there. And then we have our cassette toilet, which again works off the water tank and uses the pump to send the water around. And then we have a grey flap that opens it and closes it. So if you've left it open like that, you won't be able to take the cassette cartridge out of the van. You must close it to be able to take it out and also to empty it. So we do have plenty of lights above. We've got the lights above, the little LED lights above the kitchen, and then we do have spotlights going all around the van. And then as well here, and there isn't an awful lot of prep room, but abracadabra, we've got a little tabley thing that lifts up, making a little bit more prep room there. And then also, if you've got the door open, you can chop away, make your sandwiches and have another nosy as well. But there also is, behind the driver, we do have a freestanding table. So a couple more things I need to show you on the van. So it's quite easy. Don't forget to set this van up, put your water in, put your gas on, put your hookup into the van. We then prime the system, making sure we've got the drain valve closed on the water heater. We can bring a gas through as well, and then obviously then once we've done all that, we can then start to use our heating and hot water. Just another little tip, don't forget all these vans are under pressure all the time. So if you're not using the van, if you're not using it all the time, just turn the water pump off, because what you're doing is you're just releasing pressure. Can you see? And you're taking the pressure off all the push fits and everything else. Because if you think about it, if you're under pressure all the time and you went out for the day and you got a leak, what's going to happen? The pump's going to kick in and it's going to send water, whatever the leak is, into the van, and it's just going to keep pumping all the time because you're losing pressure from the leak. So if you're not using it, just switch your pump off. And then again, if I'm going to use it, the water, I can just switch it on and again start to use it again, start to use the water again. Couple more things I just need to show you. We have the wardrobe. Inside the wardrobe, what we do, we've got our TV aerial, which unscrew, lift up. We go outside and look where everybody else is pointing their aerial and turn it. And then this little bit here is, it turns the aerial up and down like so. At the back is our booster. So that's boosting the signal. And then remember the solar panel we have on the roof, there's our control panel there, and giving us any information, letting us know what type of power it's bringing down from the solar. I'll just put that down before I forget about it. And close that up. And now we'll just move to the back. And what we have at the back, just show you underneath here. So here's our battery charger, and then what we have on our control panel is our fuses. We have our 230 fuses, just like you've got in your house, and then we have our button here for our charger. So we have the hook up in the van. If I turn that off now, it will not, this charger will not charge up the leisure battery. And then if you can just see here, this is an important one, heating and hot water. If we switch this one off, then the heating and the hot water will not work on electric. So you will get a fault light on the control panel. So you must leave that on for heating and electric. You can really leave these on all the time, because if you take the hook up out the van, then they'll automatically go off anyway. So just remember, I've got caught out a few times there by not having that switched on. And then, like I say, when you do put your heating and hot water on the electric, it will fault out. So there's one to remember. And again, bit of storage underneath there for putting various things. Swift Escape, really good starter van, good couples van as well. It's not a long van, it's 622 metres, so it's a good size for pottering around. Good starter van, like I said, and for couples we have our, it's a big U-shaped lounge, to be honest with you, so you can get a few people around. And don't forget, we do have the freestanding table that we can put in the middle, and also we could use that outside. Good sized bed as well when we do pull the slats out and make up the bed. And we've got everything we need. We've got our microwave, we've got a hobs, we've got a grill, we've got our oven, we've got a blown air system, 3-way fridge, and our hot water. So yeah, Swift Escape. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, and even more important, please subscribe to the channel, because it means a lot to us, and we'll see you in the next video.